Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. And today we're going to be celebrating the Autumnal Equinox, which is tomorrow. Autumnal Equinox. It's one of my favorite phrase, title. Maybe it's a title. Partly because my son was born on the autumnal equinox. It shifts from one day to the next, and his birthday actually is the 22nd, so his birthday is today, but tomorrow is the autumnal equinox. And so I love to do all kinds of crafts around autumn and fall, and this is one of them that I really have enjoyed doing. This is a box card, and you see I'm moving it back and forth. That's because, remember, box cards, they fold flat for easy mailing, and then they pop up into a 3D object. And in this particular one has sunflowers, which I know is a favorite to a lot of people. I love sunflowers too, and so I wanted to show you how to put this together on this, the eve of the autumnal equinox. So stay with me and we'll get right to it. So we're putting together this adorable mason jar box card, which I've embellished. Well, this one has sunflowers. There are a couple of other type mason jar cards that are available in Lori's shop. And I've embellished this with this little love because I thought it was sort of reminiscent of the actual mason jars that have ball or the mason name imprinted or as part of the glass. And I chose a blue, because I thought it kind of made it feel a little bit more like glass. And then I want to get in close so you can kind of see there. This is the jar topper, which I use a pen for to indicate that lid or the band that goes on generally on a mason card. It goes on the front and the back. And then I wanted to talk about the sunflowers. So the sunflowers consist of, basically there's just two colors, two distinct tones of yellow, and of course that all depends on what you choose for your colors. And you know, sunflowers, when they get older, they do turn a reddish color, so you might want to choose like sort of an autumn red as well. But then it has this giant where the actual sunflower seeds reside, which you see is a brown circle. So it really just consists of these two pieces that you're going to lay over one another in a sort of offset fashion and glue, and then put in the round piece in the middle. And then what I've done is I've gone ahead and sort of puffed up the front of them, because they really do kind of open that way, right? And I left the back ones that way, so it gives it a little bit of dimension. And the flowers will end up going on these individual pieces. Let's move this out of the way. So a box card really is just, it's one piece, excuse me, that is connected. And you'll see here I connected it here. I don't know if you can see that, but I connected in here, and I decorated the outside already by putting the bands on. And then this is insert number 1, which is actually, it just kind of got glued to the inside. You can see the one there, right? That's insert 1. And then we have insert 2 and insert 3. 2 and 3. And they each have these tabs on either side, right? So what you're going to do is, I would recommend that you kind of decorate your inside tabs first and then glue these into place. I just think it's a lot easier than working once these inserts are in. And what I tend to do with box cards is I tend to do the back insert first. Oh, I have another dog. Hello, Benji, who is leaning on my leg. I don't know if you can see him, but he says hello. So, so you glue these tabs and carefully, and kind of fold them in a little bit. Carefully fold them in, and you want them to be, let me just work this. You want them to be lined up exactly the same on either side. So here we go. This one is the tab is flush with the back. Just make sure that it's the same on the top, and you can sort of press your card inside a couple of times to make sure that that insert is in the right place, right? So there's our I'm gonna maybe make a little change. And remember, you've got that glue, and so you got a few seconds to sort of work with it, so it's not like a permanent fixture right away, but you do have to work relatively quickly. You can't just glue it and pretend that, oops, you're done, and you have to play around with the card. So there, it's got the first insert, which is on the inside edge, and then the third insert, and then we'll glue the second insert. And do the same. Sort of nestle it in there between the two, the third and the first one, giving it enough space so that it has dimension. Let's see. Here we go. Right? And gently wipe off a little of this extra glue, but gently, fold it back and forth so you know that it can go into an envelope and be mailed. I found most of the times I just give them like this, but that's the beauty part of these cards, is that they can be mailed, and I just think that that's lovely. And to finish it off, I had cut out this love, and that we can put on the front of the mason jar. You could do different things, I suppose. You don't have to do the love one. And also what you want to do is, if you didn't already, fluff those little, at least that front one up, so that your end result is this adorable and dimensional box card. Wasn't that a lot of fun? I forgot to mention that this is a file that I got from one of my favorite designers. Her name is Lori Whitlock, and she is sort of the undisputed queen of box cards, and I just love mason jars, so this was perfect. I love box cards, and I love all of Lori's designs and mason jars and sunflowers, so how could I go wrong with this design? You can purchase it on her shop, which is shop.loriwhitlock.com, and then download it and upload it into Cricut Design Space, and then you can put it together and you can make whatever changes you'd like. In this case, I did change by adding this little love, which I kind of thought was sort of reminiscent of the ball jars, which often has ball, or even the old mason jars, which would have the mason name in there. So I thought that was kind of a cool addition to this file. Thanks so much for staying with me and working through putting this together. It really is a lovely card. Make a really great gift for someone to put on, well, I don't know. I think for someone who is, maybe they're in long-term care, like at a rehab, maybe they're in a nursing home. This is really something sunny and bright that they can have on their windowsill without having to worry about watering it, and that could also be stored away. It's great also for a little maybe a little pick-me-up at your office desk. It just really, just so adorable and sunny and bright that I thought you would enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed making it and presenting it to you. Thanks so much for coming today. My name is Rita, and this is my channel, Miss Rita to the Rescue, and I'd love it if you would subscribe. We have some wonderful channel going on both YouTube and Facebook, as well as several Facebook groups and Instagram and all those other wonderful things. So wherever you happen to be watching or reading about this product, please make sure that you subscribe or like or follow or whatever particular channel you might be on. Please do that, because we have a lot more things coming up as we head into the fall holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, the New Year. We've got a lot of stuff to show you here, and we don't want you to miss a thing. So thanks very much for coming today, and have a wonderful day.